All right, this is part three. Just went to go get a cup of coffee. But yeah, man. So those are my top four candidates for my script developers. So you have J.J. Abrams, Ryan Johnson, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni. Those are my top four candidates for my script developer position for my company. And they'll be my co-executive producers, my casting directors, and my script developers, obviously. So they're gonna help. They're gonna help me with the development of the script. That's why I call them the. So when you see so my for my office, I'm gonna have the title. I'm gonna have the title co-executive producer and script developer. You're gonna have Jon Favreau. They get their own nice office. I'm gonna build a top notch. I showed you pictures of what kind of office the kind of office I'm gonna own, man. A nice fucking office. And so if Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are hired, they're gonna have a nice office for themselves, man. I'm gonna have them share the same office. That way, when they look at reels, they can like talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? So what I'll do for Jon Favreau, every time we look at the reels, what I want you guys talking with each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, talking with each other. Obviously, and we're gonna look at a lot of reels. You're looking like dirty work, man. Dirty fucking work. But that's why you pay them a lot of money, a fat bonus. That way they work hard for you, obviously. Look, man, I know looking at reels is a lot of work. Because for the Great Escape movie, you're looking at, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 reels. And Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, you're going to have to look at all that. But because I pay them their bonus, look, man, even though it's a lot of work, I haven't paid you a lot of money. Yes, I pay you a lot of money. I pay you your rich bonus. At the same time, I also pay you a rich yearly salary. And I'm spoiling you. Obviously, being flown on my private jet during the world tour, all that stuff, hence I expect you to work hard. I expect you to work hard for me. I'm not going to pay you a fat bonus to slack off, man. I pay you fat bonus, I expect you to work hard. You're going to be hard at work. And because I pay them the millions, they're tens of millions, they're going to work hard for me, obviously. They're going to work hard for me. You see what I'm saying, her? Yeah. And me and VJ, we're gonna have a nice ass office, man. My idea for the office is you go into the building, you have the nice parking lot, a nice water fountain. Obviously, then you have the nice automatic door that opens. You have this GPS. Welcome to Sky Source. The bottom floor, the two secretaries work on the bottom floor, and they have their open desk. Obviously, now I'm gonna buy nice luxurious couches for the foyer for the studio office, obviously. And you have an elevator that goes upstairs, and that's where all the bigger bosses work. So me and my wife, we share our own office. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni or Ryan Johnson and J.J. Abrams, they share their own office, obviously. They're going to be my co-executive producers, script developers. And you have the accountant, the legal advisor, and hair production. They have their own office, and that's their luxury office, and that's where they're going to be working, obviously. And I was thinking, like, should I have coffee in my office? I don't know. I could have a coffee maker in my office. I could have a kitchen. I'm not going to have a kitchen in my office. You're just wasting money. Because I guarantee you the 17 will be going out with me every day. And so I'm not going to put money into a kitchen. I might have a fridge. I might have a fridge. Now, I'm not going to have a fridge in my office. There's no point. Because I guarantee you the 17, I could have a fridge in the kitchen if I want to. I could have an area. I could have like a section where you have a fridge. But I told you, I guarantee you, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni or Ryan Johnson, J.J. Abrams, and my other five, I guarantee they're barely going to be bringing food from home. They're going to be going out every day. Because I'm paying them all my money. They can easily eat out with me and my wife every day. Plus, I'm giving them money for the commercial ads too. $10,000. Yeah, man, they can easily eat out with me. Yeah, I'm not going to put money into a fridge for my office. I don't need a fridge in my office. But I might have a coffee. I might have coffee in my office. A coffee machine, and you have those what? You have your cups, your coffee cups, and you have your what? You can do that if you want to. You can have a coffee machine for Peter Jackson and all of them. Because Peter Jackson and all of them are gonna obviously have a coffee every morning for my last one saying it's a movie, obviously. So, or Peter Jackson will either buy his own coffee every morning. He can buy his own coffee in the hotel or Tim Hortons store next door. Or I can have a coffee machine in my office and then all you can drink coffee for my 17, for me, my wife, and 17, Peter Jackson and John Howell and all of them. And the photographers, they can all have their coffee. I'll most likely have a coffee maker in my office. Just a coffee maker and that's it. I can have a coffee maker. I put money into the best coffee maker. Have a coffee maker. Every time when work starts, you can have your secretaries make the coffee. Okay, every morning when work starts in the morning, brew the coffee. Pour Pour the coffee beans into the coffee maker and brew the coffee. You can do that. I'll have a coffee maker in my office. Well, I'm not gonna have a fridge, and I'm not gonna have a kitchen or something like that, or a room. It's just wasting money. I guarantee you, the 17 will be going out meeting region every day, man, every day. But I'm gonna be owning a nice ass office, man. A nice ass fucking office for me and my wife in the 17. That's gonna be top notch. And Peter Jackson will be working, or Mel Gibson will be working in my office every morning, co-writing the script and doing the business calls, obviously. So I have Peter Jackson consult with the 7 team. The secretaries, the other 5, obviously, consult with them, obviously. He doesn't have to do the dirty work, but he'll be consulting with them. Consulting. George Lucas will be consulting for my company too, obviously. I don't pay you for nothing, obviously. And then what? And then George Lucas can give me tips how to run the company, all that stuff. Yeah, Ivan, you should do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you own your own company independent from Hollywood. Hence why you're the right man to help me. To help guide me for my first movie, obviously. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. And yeah. Hence why all my 7 members of my team will work hard for me. They're going to work double hard for me and VJ, man. As me and VJ will barely be working. We'll be chilling, man. I won't be chilling. As doing the contrast is a lot of work too, obviously. We're going to be in that room for like 4 hours every day. It's a lot of work, obviously, but still pretty slack. You're just sitting down and talking, obviously. Telling them which pictures we like, obviously. And working on a script is grueling work, obviously. But I told you, the kind of work I'm doing compared to the 17 is nothing. As Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and the other 5 are going to be doing the dirty work, man. They're going to be doing all the business. But they're going to have a blast because while they're working, the doc team's filming them. Hence, they're having a blast. You see what I'm saying? They're having a blast, obviously. They're having a blast. What I'll do for the doc team, every day when we work in the office, the 7 team gets an hour off. And then that hour is dedicated into interviewing me and the 17 Peter Jackson. Interview everyone for a good 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. No. They need to make business calls. But a couple times during the month, they're going to have to get together and interview me, my wife, and Peter Jackson all of them. So I'm going to tell 17, look, man, I need you guys to organize the days you want to interview me, my wife, and Peter Jackson, the assistant director, and the 17. Organize the days. Obviously, and you tell my head of production will make the schedule. That way, me and Peter Jackson let them know. And this is the doctor, because I want the doctor filming us, but I also want them interviewing us too. Have us sit down. You know what I'm saying? I can do a thing every time they interview me and my wife. They interview me and my wife, Peter Jackson, all that stuff. I want you interviewing us too. Film us, obviously, the behind the scenes, obviously, but I also want you interviewing us too. Don't interview us like crazy. Just interview. You can have a few interviews. Have a good, 1 to 2 interviews every month with me and my wife and 17. Interview us, obviously, but what? Focus more on filming us the behind the scenes, obviously, which is the more interesting part. You see what I'm saying here? And that's why I'm looking at amazing. I'm putting special effects towards my documentary, man. Special effects for Vancouver, slow motion, all that stuff. Yeah, man, you're looking at a top-notch documentary. Something crazy, man. Yeah, man. You're looking at something crazy for my doc. My documentary will be a revolution of technology. You see what I'm saying? And there's a high chance the 7 team will also have parties at their house too, obviously. There's a high chance the 7 team, the first year, the 7 team are going to have parties at their house too. And they're going to invite me and Peter Jackson, all of them over, obviously. High chance Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will have parties at their house too. Hey Ivan, I'm having a barbecue at my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a mini party at my house. You want to come? I'm like, sure, man. I'll come to your house. I'm saying, and we have a nice party at Jon Favreau's nice house. High chance the 17 might even have parties at their house too. And if they do, they're obviously going to invite me and VJ over, obviously, because we're their bosses. Obviously, they're going to invite me and VJ over to the party. Peter Jackson over too. Yeah, it looks to be crazy. Yeah, man. Something fucking crazy. Yeah, man. Good chance Peter Jackson might be like, hey, Ivan, we're drinking at the bar. You want to come and me and Vijay have a drink at the bar because we get weekends off the first year. There's a good chance I might have beer with Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson and John Howard and Alan Neal. I'm at the bar. Me and Vijay have a nice beer with him at the bar. Yeah, I want the documentary filming some of that personal stuff too. Don't just film the business side of things. Film some of the personal stuff too. Peter Jackson in his hotel. John Howard and Alan Neal in their hotel. George Lucas, the 17 with their house. Right? Don't forget that. I want you filming the 17 with their house. Obviously, and I want you filming what? The 17 won't mind. Yeah, I don't mind if you film. Yeah, I don't mind if you film us at our house. Yeah, you're part of the documentary. You're what? You're a fucking famous celebrity. Yeah. You know, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they film them in their house and all stuff. I want you doing something like that for me, my wife, and the 17. Only film me, my wife, the 17, the actors at their house, obviously. The main ones only, not the minor ones. And what? The main ones only, and what? And Peter Jackson, the concert artists, photographers in their hotel the first year. Film that, obviously. You don't have to film the crewmen. The only time they need to film, the only time they'll film the crewmen is the third year. Film pre-production when they're preparing Switzerland, but you don't have to film the crewmen at their house. No, it's just more work. Just film the main actors at their house. Me and my wife and the 17 in their house. Me and my wife and 17 work in the office. Peter Jackson work in the office. Peter Jackson is in the hotel room with the assistant director. You know what I'm saying, the concert artist, film that. Concert art, film that. The photographers, web designers, all that stuff. You know, so graphic designers working in the office, preparing for the ad shoots. The ad shoots, film the behind scenes of the ad shoots, film all that. Yeah, I want you filming that. Obviously, right? Film me and Peter Jackson and two photographers writing the script, the 17 making the business calls. Film the actors in their hometown, the first year, obviously. Right? Yeah, film those. And for the crewmen, for the contracts, they only have to film the main actors. Film the main actors when the main actors sign the contracts, and that's it for the second year. And film what? Film the 4 ad shoots the second year too. The parties, obviously, all that. You don't have to film the signings for the crewmen for the second year. You don't have to film that. I can have them film the cinematographers because the cinematographers, maybe the special effects team. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Saying, well, it's the second year, as most of the crewmen, a lot of the doc team will be flown to what? To Switzerland the second year because they have to film. I'm gonna have a good four cameramen flown to Switzerland to film the huge sign up, this huge gathering for the extras, man. 60,000 extras. I'm gonna fly for you guys to Switzerland. I want you guys filming the process of the sign-ups with all those 60,000 extras meeting at the venue. Something crazy. The behind the scenes of the people who are seeing the extras, their process. I want you filming all that. And I'll have a good 11 be responsible for filming the main actors. Obviously sign the contracts. When they're flying the jet too, I want the doc team filming that, obviously. The takeouts with only the main actors, obviously. And I want you filming the 4 ad shoots the second year too with the actors, the parties afterwards, the commercials, behind the scenes of the commercial, the actors making that commercial, yeah. Film that, as well as the 17 the first shot. I want you filming that too, yeah. Film that, obviously. And then when the actors do their transformation, I want all those remaining cameramen filming all the actors' transformation. Obviously. So the main 12 actors, I want you filming their transformation in their hometown. They all live in Los Angeles. If Yvonne Jose lives in Vancouver, so I'll have one cameraman stay behind in Vancouver to film Yvonne Jose, obviously. I'll have 2 cameramen stay in Vancouver. Obviously, for the second half of the second year, I'll have 2 cameramen stay in Vancouver. One will film Yvonne Jose, obviously, and another one will film me and Vijay, our transformation. And all the other cameramen, you have to have them film all the other actors. Their transformation in Los Angeles. The ones who live in London, you're going to have to fly 1 or 2 cameramen in London to film their transformation. Well, the actors will all be trained in Los Angeles. I want all those cameramen in Los Angeles filming all the actors at their house, man. That's why you need a lot of cameramen. You need a good 8 cameramen in Los Angeles filming all that, man. And you pay for their feeding, obviously, and you pay for their living, obviously. 17 will be hard at work making those calls. This has been crazy. I'm going to tell the doc team, look, man, what I want filmed. Look, man, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I hired you guys. You guys are one of the best doc crew. You do your thing. I pay your rich salary. Do your thing, obviously. But make sure you film the signs, we get, yeah. Make sure you film me and my wife at our house, 17 at their house, the actors at their house. Behind the scenes of pre-production, the first 3 years, yeah, Peter Jackson, writing the script, Peter Jackson Hotel, film all that. The parties, the yacht, yeah, film all that. Film pre-production the third year when the crewmen are prepping in Switzerland. You see what I'm saying? As most of the cameramen will be in Switzerland, I don't know, for the third year, I'll probably leave a good 3 cameramen in Vancouver to film me, my wife, and the actors training, obviously, sword training, tackle training, as well as filming the actors in their hotel room, obviously, the third year, and me and VJ at our house too, in our condo the third year. And all the remaining 11 cameramen, they're gonna have to film all the sections in what? In Switzerland. This is gonna be crazy. That's why we need a lot of cameramen for the third year. Because there's a lot of sections in the crewman. That's why you need multiple cameramen to film a bunch of sections. That's why it's easier for them. Film all these sections. So once one cameraman focuses on the chefs and the makeup artists, another cameraman focuses on the construction crewman. Another cameraman focuses on the people creating the mask. Another cameraman focuses on what? On the people overseeing the actors. Another cameraman focuses on what? On the clothing designers. Another cameraman focuses on one at a workshop, creating the arm and weapons. Yeah, you need a lot of cameramen. You have to interview all those guys too. A lot of work. That's why you pay the cameraman a lot of money, and you spoil them during the 4 years by paying for their living and giving them buffet and all that stuff. The third year, the 17 will not have to pay. The third year, the 17 will not have to what? Will not have to pay for will not have to pay for the cameraman's feeding, because the cameraman will get their buffet. The third and fourth year, the cameramen get their free buffet. Get their buffet in Switzerland, obviously. And so 17 will no longer have to make those calls in what? In Switzerland. In Switzerland, obviously. I might do a thing where I can even have the camera film the behind the scenes of Amazon too. Preparing the Blu-ray disc, you can do all that. You can do that. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, obviously. But I want the cameraman filming, I want the doc crew filming the preparation of the posters when it's released on 4K Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying? And I want them filming all the post-production. The countdown for the doc. You can have that part of the documentary too, obviously. And I'm going to end my documentary with and I'll release the red carpet, the official day of the release. That's the day I'll release the red carpet documentary too. So the day Zane's is officially available for release, for purchase, that's the day I'll release the final part of the documentary, which is the red carpet event. Because I'm going to do the pre-order a good 2 months before the official release day. Obviously. So small percentage of the world will see Zane's before the second half of the world. The second half of the world, obviously. A good 200 million people around the world are going to see Zane's before the rest of the world buys it, obviously. That's been crazy. Because I'm going to release my doc a good 2 months before. I'll have my red carpet take place a good 2 months before the movie gets released. The movie officially gets released. As I'm going to do my red carpet on the day of the 2 month pre-order. See what I'm saying? The day of the pre-order, that's the day I do the red carpet, obviously. And then 2 months later, you have to edit the red carpet. The red carpet documentary will only be an hour and a half. It won't be that long. The final part of the documentary I'll release. You release it the day of the official release or a month later. Because it won't take that long to edit. A month after the red carpet event, you release the final part of the documentary. Then a month after that, you release the movie. That's why you're looking at a bunch of parts for my documentary. You also have post-production. After that, you also have the red carpet event. I ended off with the red carpet event. And after the red carpet event, you don't have to film anything else that ends the documentary. I think that's cool. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. That's why you're looking at an amazing company. And you're looking at a revolutionization of technology for my documentary. So my movie will have a revolutionization of technology, and my documentary will have a revolutionization of technology. As you're looking at a $10 million documentary. I'm going to keep saying this. No documentary has been made for $10 million, man. as most documentaries are only made for $50,000, $100,000. For $100,000, you can do a really, really good documentary. For $1 million, you can do a really, really good documentary. I'm putting $10 million towards my doc. The 15 cameramen will cost me a good, I don't know. The 15 cameramen will cost me a good, I don't know, $4 million in salaries. And you have like 1 or 2 editors. And you know what I'm saying? The indie style cameras will cost like $500,000. And everything else is going towards the documentary, like paying for their flights. The cost for paying for their flights and feeding will only cost like $1 million for the 4 years around there. So I'm gonna have like $4 million left over in the budget, man. I'm gonna pour all that towards special effects. I'm going to tell the editor, hey man, the remaining $3.5 million left over, pour all that towards special effects for the documentary. And he pours it all towards special. I'm going to have them save a little bit of money, obviously, because you have to have money for the red carpet. They're going to film the red carpet, obviously. If I have like $3.5 million on top of my head, look man, pour a good like $2.8 million towards special effects. And the rest you save as you're going to have to, the camera also going to have to film the red carpet event. Save a little bit of the money, obviously. Pour a good like $2.8 million towards special effects. And he pours like the editor puts like $2.8 million in special effects towards slow motion. I'm also gonna have drones. I'm gonna tell my 70, look man, lease a couple drones. What? Lease a couple drones. So I'm gonna have to have Peter Jackson help me with the doc stuff too. Hey Peter, I wanna film a documentary. You know what I'm saying? Because the moment I hire my doctor, we're gonna have to pay. We have to rent all those cameras. Have Peter Jackson help you out with the cameras too. Help you out with all the cameras. Okay, Peter, I want to rent nice independent movie cameras. Okay, Ivan, we rent like $50,000 independent movie cameras. We can even update all the cameras too. Update it, focus and sound. I'll rent a couple drones too. Rent a couple. You can rent cheaper drones. That way you have nice high shot view from Vancouver and Los Angeles where the actors live. Yeah. That's why we're looking at unheard of documentary. And I'm putting special effects in my documentary. Like a lot of documentaries have special effects too, but I'm putting special effects towards my documentary for Vancouver, Los Angeles. Yeah, man. And you're looking at like an independent movie for my documentary. You know how when you watch independent movies, you get that quality? Well, think of something like that for my documentary. It's like an independent movie, man. Hence why I'm looking at the best documentary ever. Yeah, man. Nice music, too. I'm going to have some nice music. I'll hire 2 singers to sing. You can either hire 2 singers, have them create their own music, or you can just license music. I can license music and have them make nice music for my doc, man. You're looking at something amazing. Yeah, man. That's why Peter Jackson will be like, Peter Jackson will be like, Ivan, how much money do you want to put towards your doc? I don't know, Peter, I want to put $10 million. Peter's like, holy shit, Ivan. $10 million's a lot of money for a documentary. Yeah. That's how much. Peter Jackson did a documentary called Get Back, I believe, right? The Beatles documentary, Get Back. Hey, you're welcome. I'm promoting your documentary out there. I guarantee you that documentary was only made for like $500,000. And you got a nice documentary like that. $1 million maybe. I'm putting $10 million towards my documentary. Hence why Scarsons will be the best brand in the Peter Jackson like, holy shit, Ivan. Like, you can put special effects in your documentary. Yeah, I'm going to put special effects in my documentary. Ivan, this is a revolutionary technology for even a documentary. Yeah, you're looking at an independent movie for my documentary. That's why me and Peter Jackson and 17 and the actors are going to have a blast. I can't wait to watch that doc. I can't wait to be a part of that doc plus to be a part of that movie. Yeah, you're looking at something amazing. Yeah, man. Because I'm gonna release the first teaser. I'm going to release the first teaser of my doc a good like 3 months into pre-production. Around there. 2 to 3 months. I'm going to tell the doc, look, 3 months into... I'm going to tell the editors, look, 3 months into pre-production, I want you to release the first teaser trailer for the documentary. With me, Peter Jackson, or Mel Gibson, 2 of us working in the office, working on a script, the concept arts, the behind the scenes of me, VJ, and our condo, 17 in the condo. Release a good like minute and a half teaser, a minute and 40-second teaser around there. That's good enough. And then you release and then a couple months later, towards the end of the first year, you release an extended trailer, a nice like 3.5 minute extended trailer. I want my doc trailers to be pretty long. That way you get a good gist of the doc. Obviously, have the extended trailer a nice 3.5 minutes long. And then do the same the second year. Do the same for the third year. Do the same for the fourth year. Except the fourth year, you have the doc trailers being released, obviously the teaser and etc. And you also have the movie trailers being released too. The more exciting one, which is the movie trailers. You're gonna see the movie trailer getting released. Yeah. See what I'm saying here? But the world will be just as excited to watch that doc as they are the movie. You guys will be a little more excited to watch the movie, obviously, because it's special effects, unheard of budget, Eric has to tell himself, obviously. But you're gonna be just as excited to watch that doc. I was looking at an amazing documentary, man. Behind the scenes of pre-production the first 3 years. You know what I'm saying? You also have production the fourth year, and you also have post-production the fourth year. The fifth year, sorry. As post-production will be the fifth year. The 4.5 years, whatever it is, right? Yeah, man. Look at something crazy. Hence, Peter Jackson will be shocked. When I tell Peter Jackson I'm putting $390 million towards special effects, he will be like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a lot of money. $30 million towards set building. You're like, oh, Ivan, this is unheard of. In Hollywood, they only put like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 million towards building the sets. Whereas Ivan putting $30 million towards his budget for sets, unheard of sets, $30 million towards his budget for the costumes, weapons, and armor. Another $35 million towards the extras. Yeah, man, something crazy. You update all the IMAX cameras. I got the best. Ivan, like, this is unheard of, man. I get the best. Hence, I gave Peter Jackson an unlimited budget, obviously. Okay, Peter, we can get the best drones. Yeah, Ivan, I know the best companies in Hollywood. He tells me all the companies. We call the companies. We rent all the best stuff. We rent the best drones. Yeah, Ivan, you don't need a helicopter. You can rent the best drones. I rent the best drones for the cameras, for the high shots, obviously. The best equipment for the cameras, like the stands that move for the war. You know what I'm saying? The gliding equipment. There's know how you have the camera. Know how the camera glides. Rent the best equipment for that. Rent the best cameras in the business. IMAX cameras are believable. I'm going to ask Peter Jackson, hey, Peter, what is the best camera in Hollywood? Yeah, Ivan, it's the IMAX camera. IMAX camera is one of the best. Okay, Peter, I want 10. Let's rent 10 IMAX cameras. But let's get film ones, not digital. Yeah, Ivan, you don't want it on digital. No, I don't want it on digital. I want it to look more natural. We release the best, we rent the best 10, film cameras, man. Okay. I want to rent 10 of your cameras. I want all your cameras updated. So all the lenses and speakers, I want the cameras all updated. Yeah, we get it. You know what I'm saying? We rent all the best equipment. We rent the best drones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me, Peter Jackson, and VJ, we get the best what? CGI computer technology equipment for the blue screen and green screen. Yeah. Okay, I want to put $390 million towards. I guarantee the people are going to ask you, Ivan, how much money do you want to put towards special effects? Yeah, I want to put $390 million towards special. Like, holy shit, we rent the best computer software equipment for CGI. Yeah, for the special effects team to work. Yeah, man. The best stuff for special effects. Me and VJ can rent the best stuff, man. Me and VJ and Peter Jackson can rent the best stuff for special. Have Peter Jackson help you with that. Peter Jackson obviously knows all the best stuff. Because he executive produced movies before. So you have him help you out, man, obviously. I'll even have him make the call. Oh, hey, Peter, I recommend you make the call for the special effects equipment. I don't know that much. Yeah, I know everything about special effects. And you can even have George Lucas consult and help you, too. As George Lucas obviously knows about that stuff, too. Have them help you out, yeah. The way you have help, obviously. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah, man. The best machinery for creating the mask. You get the best machinery out there for creating the mask, man. Yeah. For Aerotat and all the wolves. Yeah, man. Best prosthetics and best machine for the mask. All that stuff. Yeah, man. Something crazy, man. Yeah. Best equipment for the clothing. Best equipment for creating the weapons and armor. Yeah. We rent for what it works. We rent the best stuff. Yeah. As I have an unlimited budget, man. We call the food from the farms. We get the food from the farms for the nice hamburger sliders, the thin crust pizza, the poutine, obviously, right? For gravy, you know what I'm saying? Cheese, nice bread, fries, hamburger sliders, yeah, nice thin crust pizza, ribs, wings, obviously, right? Fried rice, 6 options of nice teriyaki meats. That's why Scorsese will blow Hollywood out of the water, man. You know, it's in teriyaki meats. Yeah, nice chicken balls, a huge variety of salad. We order all that from the farms. Okay, Peter, I want to feed the crewmen top-notch food. Okay, Ivan, yeah. I don't want to feed the crewmen shitty food. I want to feed them. That's okay, Ivan. Okay, Ivan. I get it. We should feed the crewmen and actors good food. Yes, let's feed them good food. And we call the best farms in Switzerland, and we buy all the best. We order all the best food, man. Rent out the nice vending machines for Orange Crush, 7 Up, Sprite, Mountain Dew, Coke, water. All you can drink milk machine. Yeah, that's something top notch. A vending machine for French vanilla coffee. All that stuff. Yeah. For the breakfast, obviously, right? Eggs, bacon, sausages, French toast, strudels. I'll have strudels too. Strudels, French toast, eggs, bacon, sausages, pancakes, and donuts. That's enough for breakfast. You can also have oatmeal cereal, Captain Crunch cereal, and Fruit Loops. Have like 3 options of cereal. And so getting spoiled. That's going to work hard for me, obviously. Yeah. That's why Hollywood blows that's why Sky Source blows Hollywood out of the water, man. I'm telling you right now, it blows it out of the water. I'm going to shut my camera for you.